In May 2013, Dental Corporation was taken over by Bupa, basically to include them as part of their overall healthcare model. The Bupa model is a huge growth model, especially in Australia. I mean, in the UK it's a big business, but in Australia it's definitely on a very aggressive growth path. So Dental Corporation is similar to a franchise model. We go in and we take over the dental practice, and basically we want the dentist to run the relationship with the customer, and Dental Corporation then run all the staff, payroll, IT solutions to make it a little easier on them running their business. The problem I think that I was trying to solve initially was trying to understand how we could bring the 220 dental practices that we have together. Each one of the practices has to send us in manual reports, emails, faxes to be able to report anything, be it financial, sales or marketing. So the time it takes us to currently report our finances at the end of the month is 6 weeks. So I decided that it would be easier to integrate all the practices into one integration method and then pull it all into our headquarters here and try and understand the data that way. I chose Breeze because I had worked in an organisation where Breeze had been used before, and it was important to me to look into the marketplace and figure out who the real integration leaders were in that space. Definitely Breeze came highly recommended to me, and I was really pleased with the fact that when we did first meet with Breeze, I felt that they could be a collaborative team member.
When we were brought in initially, the problems that Dental Corp were experiencing were around reporting. We quickly realised though that reporting was just the tip of the iceberg, and really what the solution was, what the ideal solution was around the data. Things that were ideal about the cloud platform was that it's scalable, so that as far as we developed the solution, we had a rollout strategy that would eventually encompass 150 odd plus practices. So we needed something that started off small, that was adequate to deal with our initial rollout, and something then that would scale. Bupa were interested in what we were doing and were able to come on board with relative ease because we did have the scalability and the flexibility of basing part of our solution in the cloud. But also it enabled us to securely and reliably connect each practice to the cloud endpoints and then feed that back into Dental Corporation via the Breeze Cloud Data Manager and also BizTalk living here on premise. All of that is very important in terms of the problems that we had initially with the solution and the reporting, the 6-week delays and so on. So now that has all been brought back to a very short time frame of pretty much the same day.
I think the cloud solution definitely allowed us to move quicker than we would have in any other way. Bupa are looking at managing the whole cradle to grave healthcare system, and we're going to be part of that journey. We're definitely thinking that we will use this solution that we're building here in Australia to roll out other dental practices in the UK. In Canada, we will be using it in New Zealand and any other country that Bupa decides to go into with the dentistry model. So, understanding that this model is going to be used all over the world, it needs to be a very flexible and formidable solution.